There is another scheduled meeting with student groups of the Ethnic Cultural Center. They are informed by Dr. Nancy Rusty Barcelo of the powwow situation and the recent meetings with First Nations members.
But I think the powwow is probably the largest of all the events. And how do we support that as an institution to make sure that it goes forward in a way that doesn't create a terrible burden on the students. So there's some administrative things that we think we can do to help ease that transition. So we're going to be working on that. In fact, the planning of the powwow for next year will take place like the day after. We'll have a debriefing and really start focusing on that. The issues that came up in the powwow discussion, and I'm wondering how it affects everybody else. You know, they raised the point of what role do we play to help promote, for example, the Heritage Month kinds of things versus all of the responsibility falling on students to do it. Is that an issue with the other groups as well? Did I say that right? How are the other events coming? Holidays coming up.
Well, I have a question. What about the committee that you want to form with the administration and the powwow people?
Right. We're forming a committee that will work on the powwow together, made up of students and administrators and others. And I think that this will be really important. And that's where those terms of agreement will be hammered out, if you will, in terms of roles, etc. And the students right now, and if I'm wrong, First Nations tell me, are going to decide what that committee will look like. And so I think that will just also, we'll meet regularly so that as issues come up, we're addressing them throughout the year and not at the last minute as we did this year.
Powwow.
Powwow? Okay. That's the tiniest piece of chalk ever. You like that big old sidewalk chalk.
Jenny has some, but she didn't bring it because it was all raining.
Oh, whatever. It's not like it was going to rain all day. It obviously didn't. Oh man. Where should I chalk? They need to go inside. Yeah, they do. Who's in charge? Let her sleep.
When you came to the University of Washington, you took a risk. Sometimes we all have to take a risk. And so for me, this is a risk, even though I'm really familiar with Minnesota, because I've been, as I said, really pleased with the progress that we've made here. It hasn't been perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but we have a lot to be proud of, and it's hard to give that up. So I think one of the things I'm most proud of, over and beyond you all, is I think we have enhanced our visibility about diversity on this campus. And also, I think we have better working relationships with the communities. They're not where they need to be, but I think we've made some progress, and that work needs to be continued. Because if we don't have the connection with the community and the respect for the community, we will forever just be turning our wheels in the sand here. And so, but I have sensed some real progress, and there's still a lot more to do. And so I would hope that you are as helpful and honest, and provide the critique that the person who follows me will need to be successful. So I'll just leave it at that at this point, because I don't intend to say goodbye today, other than to let you know that I told nobody about this because I realized that this was a decision I had to make on my own. Not even my sisters knew, and they haven't forgiven me yet. They're in California. I wish I could just sneak out of town, and then y'all would think, no, it's gone.